Witam Was bardzo serdecznie. Ja jestem Arietta, a przed Wami GreedFall. W ostatnim odcinku próbowaliśmy się dowiedzieć trochę o zaginionym chłopcu pokładowym i mam nadzieję, że dzisiaj uda nam się rozwiązać tą zagadkę. Tutaj w poprzednim odcinku zauważyłam, że nie zabraliśmy tutaj wszystkich rzeczy, jakieś książki i skrzynki, więc teraz się tym zajmiemy. Dobra, dziennik przemytnika. Mam 2 nowych klientów. Chcą udać się do Alsat, a inkwizytorzy depczą im po piętach, co nie ułatwi tego zadania. Chyba mogą niepostrzeżenie dostarczyć ich na statek, ale będziemy musieli być ostrożni. Liczę, że okażą się cierpliwi i dyskretni. Ukryję ich w magazynie za kapitanem, gdzie inkwizytorzy nigdy nie odważą się wejść. No dobra. I zobaczmy łup. Kurtka marynarza i złote monety. No zawsze się przydadzą nam złote monety. No dobra. Otwórz. No to teraz co? Jeszcze jedna sprawa. W międzyczasie, między nagrywaniem odcinków, zrobiłam taki mały research po całej mapie. Pozbierałam wszystkie skrzynki, jakie się dało i udało nam się zrobić eliksiry dla tych niezadowolonych klientów, więc od razu im przekażemy, że może nam się ta sprawa z ich rozwiąże. Więc uda nam się dopiąć przynajmniej jeden quest poboczny. O, no tak. Jedna z drugą się kłóci, nie wiadomo o co. Widzę, że lustwano odbicie. Ładnie się bawią. Okej. Porozmawiajmy z wściekłymi mieszkańcami.
Do you have those potions you promised us?
Yes, here they are.
Hey, did you see that? That other alchemist kept his word. I hope these are good ones.
The color looks like it should, not like those others.
Well then, since you want us to go, then we'll be going. Come on, everyone!
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
No, przynajmniej mam jedną sprawę załatwioną i się odbyło bez rozlewu krwi. No to dobrze. Otwórzmy. Najpierw porozmawiajmy z alchemikiem. Wykonywanie misji. W grze GreedFall misję można z reguły ukończyć na kilka różnych sposobów. O. Sardet ma do wyboru wiele opcji, takich jak podstęp, perfazja, intuicja, korupcja, tworzenie przedmiotów na stole rzemieślniczym, które umożliwiają osiągnięcie celu. Aby udoskonalić te obszary, wydawaj punkty w odpowiednim drzewie talentu albo wyposaż się w sprzęt zapewniający premię. No dobra, dobrze wiedzieć. Będziemy wiedzieć na przykład, że mamy bardzo dużą ilość ścieżek wyboru. Zawsze nam, jak się jedna nie spodoba, możemy zacząć od innej. Okej. No witam naszego alchemika.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion? It didn't seem of a mind to hear reason from me.
You were free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, my lady. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
No dobra. No to pożegnaliśmy go. Jeden człowiek z głowy. No to teraz musimy się zająć następnymi. Nie, dostajemy tutaj. Musimy do wyboru albo odejść stąd, albo wybrać się do ambasady mostu. Ale nie, na razie zostajemy tu, bo musimy jeszcze porozmawiać tutaj z obrażystą, żeby się dowiedzieć coś o chłopcu.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Okej. Zapytamy najpierw o zaginionego chłopca, ale widzę, że mamy tutaj też coś na temat naszego kuzyna. To też się dowiemy. Zapytajmy go o porwanie.
I'm looking for a Nort. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A no, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
No okej. Ciekawe, czy mówi, bo taka jest prawda, czy mówi, żeby tylko ukryć prawdę. No to zapytajmy go o ewentualnego świadka.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
No pewnie. Chcę się jeszcze spytać mojego kuzyna.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Okej, możemy albo zapłacić, albo naprawić. No na razie nie płacimy. Może uda nam się zdobyć potrzebne materiały do naprawy.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his daughter her allowance, it would seem.
Aha, bardzo śmieszne.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
No okej. No to tutaj mamy osobę i tam mamy tą rzecz do zrobienia. No to porozmawiajmy ze stałym bywalcem tawerny.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Nort that disappeared 2 days ago after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Przynajmniej tyle dobrego. No to zapytajmy o chłopca okrętowego.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
I co się wydawało tamtego wieczoru?
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
No to dobra. Spytajmy się o informację o bogaczu. Może coś nam to da? Może będzie wiedział, kim jest.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal, a stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
No dobra, to jest właśnie nasze zadanie, żeby się dowiedzieć, co on chciał od chłopca okrętowego. Jakie to mam szkody wywądzone?
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Okej, metalowe kołki. Uda nam się je stworzyć. Akurat tutaj mamy tu do stworzenia. I zobaczmy. Nie? Tu? Nie to. I tutaj. O, możemy zrobić. Poziom rzemiosło. Pierwszy poziom. Nie możemy zrobić. Okej. To szkoda. To niestety będziemy musieli mu chyba zapłacić. Albo będziemy szukać po skrzynkach po drodze. To chyba będzie ostatnia rzecz. Mamy... Dobra. Pójdziemy najpierw tutaj poinformować ambasadę sojuszu. A później pójdziemy zbadać sprawę chłopca dalej. Będziemy dalej szukać. Może znajdziemy tu jakieś skrzynki? Byłoby było, żeby znaleźć skrzynki. Najlepiej z tymi kółkami. Ale nic tu nie widzę niestety. Szkoda. Gdzieś tu? Nie. Nie, nic tu nie ma niestety. No dobra. Otwieramy. Witam ambasadora.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sardet.
No to co? Pomówmy o szarlatanie.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Jakoś nie wiem, czy mu ufać. Mamy albo zdać relację z ucieczki, albo porozmawiać z nim o jego kłamstwie. Ale się obawiam, że jak będziemy mu wypominać kłamstwa, to nasze relacje pójdą w konopie. Pod licho. No to nie no, po prostu damy mu relację z ucieczki. On będzie wiedział, że on uciekł, a my będziemy spokojni. Go nie zawiedliśmy.
He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Teer Fradee. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sardet.
No okej. No to jak to mówią, i owca cała, i wilk najedzony. On jest zadowolony, że nie jest zadowolony, że uciekł, ale my nie ponieśliśmy żadnych konsekwencji za to, że daliśmy mu wybór ucieczki. No tak nie powiedzieć, no to wszyscy są zadowoleni. Dobra, ruszamy dalej. Gdzie my mamy te drzwi? Gdzie on jest? O. Tutaj porozmawiajmy. No to co? Idziemy szukać chłopca. Puk, puk.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
No okej. Matko, a po co komu tyle szkła? Okej. Od razu zastawione, chleb ułożony. A gdzie domownicy? Ale obrazy. No nie powiedziałabym, że to jest piękne dzieła, przynajmniej w wersji ludzkiej. O. Lady.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sardet. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
Ale chwila, moment, jak odzyskali syna? Przecież to jest chłopiec okrętowy od nich. Więc z tego, co Wasko mówił, oni musieli podarować go statku jako dziecko morza.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Okej. W sumie tak, nautowie nie zabierają od tak dzieci. Oni musieli go podarować.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Okej, możemy jeszcze z nią porozmawiać?
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiries yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
No dobra,
Respect, my lady.
czyli nie możemy z nią porozmawiać. Ale... ale możemy się dowiedzieć więcej o tych kontraktach od kapitana. Więc chyba tak zrobimy. Dowiedzmy, o co chodzi w ogóle w tym. Nie tu. Dobra. Tak. Biegiem, zapraszam, suń się. O. Uwaga. Drogi śledzie, bo ja tu biegnę. Okej. O, jesteśmy prawie w porcie. Witam kapitana.
madam? You still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Okej, dopytajmy o Madame.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
No okej. No dobra. No to dziękuję ci za
Be back soon,
informację.
Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsilion is a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
No dobra, no to porozmawiajmy z nim. Jest tu już obok. Tu, na całe szczęście. O, nawet macha do nas.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
No oczywiście, że tak. Okej, zapytajmy o umowę pomiędzy nautami a rodziną von Die.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine.
Fontaine,
You
o.
must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news to Sardet. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
No okej, zgadzam się, to nie jest zbyt przyjemne. Sprzedać swoje dziecko za bogactwo i za kursy. Tam i z powrotem.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
A, no okej. No to już czekają z naszym ładunkiem. A my idziemy poinformować Madame Fontaine, żeby ją skonfrontować z informacjami, jakie uzyskaliśmy. Ciekawe, co ona ma tam... Oj, przepraszam. O, serio. Przepraszam. Żeby skonfrontować ją z informacjami, jakie udało nam się uzyskać. No hello. O, coś tu leży? Co to jest? Podnieśliś do służącej. Chciałabym, żebyś przygotowała kilka posiłków, zniosła je do magazynów obok kanału. Mój mąż będzie pracować tam przez kilka dni ze swoim subiektem oraz z innymi ludźmi, więc dopilnuj, aby mieli co jeść. I bądź dyskretna. Nie chcemy, aby inne rodziny wiedziały się o tym, co się dzieje.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
No to zyskaliśmy informacje. Dość ciekawe i fajne. Ciekawe, czy jeszcze możemy porozmawiać z nią. Wiecie, że tak.
Madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiries yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
No, nie możemy już z nią porozmawiać.
With respect, my lady.
To klops. Szkoda. Chciałam zobaczyć, jak będzie wyglądać z nią konfrontacja. No, ale tak się właśnie dzieje, kiedy się podnosi wszystkie rzeczy po kolei. Tutaj mam magazyn. Dobra, to idziemy do magazynów. No i postaramy go się uwolnić. Może nam się uda. Ja miałam taką nadzieję. Szybciej, szybciej. Dobra. O, tutaj mamy wejście.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Którym się kucało pod tym? Mam tu kogoś? No, całe szczęście nie. O, tu nic nie ma, okej. No to nic nie mamy tu. Okej, idziemy. O. Okej, dyskretnie, na kucaka. Tuk. O. Okej. Jest tu coś? Nic tu nie ma. Otwórzmy.
Lady de Sardet,
O.
what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
Okej, no to na razie spróbujemy charyzmy, spróbujemy go przekonać. Może to się uda.
You've taken your son against his will and have locked him up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a parent. You are far too young to understand the way we feel.
No dobra, chyba się nie udało.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in this story. Don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You were not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
No dobra, całe szczęście. Nie poszło po mojej myśli, żeby go wyciągnąć po cichu. Ale i tak się skończyło dobrze, ponieważ nie doszło do walki żadnej. Całe szczęście. Dobra, gdzie go mamy? Hello? O. Tutaj mamy jeszcze jakieś rzeczy. Otwieranie zamków. No niestety nie udało się. O, użyj klucza. Pod kół. I otwórz. Może się przywitajmy z nim. Witaj, w końcu cię poznaliśmy.
Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes, even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
No. No i całe szczęście się udało. W międzyczasie wybiliśmy drugi level, więc może uda nam się coś tutaj wybrać. Mamy tak. Mamy 1 punkt pozostałości. Tutaj mamy co do magii. Ale my coś weźmiemy. O! Nie dostaliśmy żadnego punktu z atrybutów. A to szkoda. Pozostałe punkty też nie dostaliśmy nic z tego. Z talentów. No, też szkoda. Następny punkt poziom 5. Następny punkt poziom 4. Aha. Czyli dobrze wiedzieć. No dobra. Ale mamy tutaj za to 1 punkt. Mamy tutaj działanie obowiązujące trwa dłużej. Albo to. Podstawowy atak skrytobójczy pocisk. Później mamy plus 50 obrażeń magicznych. Gwarantowanie trafienia. To chyba to będzie najlepsze na razie. A tutaj z tego co widzę, że mamy łączone. Magiczne leczenie. Tutaj mamy ciężka broń jednoręczna. No dobra. No to chyba weźmiemy to. Nie, to mamy tu. O, dobra, skryto. Więcej obrażeń o 10 albo... Nie, weźmiemy to. No. Dobra, to chodzimy stąd. Idziemy jeszcze porozmawiać z kapitanem. O ile uda nam się stąd wydostać szybko. Poinformujmy go o tym, że jego chłopiec pokładowy bezpiecznie wrócił na statek. Czyli biegniemy tędy. Już się powoli zaczynam rozeznawać w tym mieście. Wiecie, trochę w ogóle nie będziemy potrzebować mapy. O, i tutaj. Kapitanie. Mam dla ciebie dobre wiadomości. Porozmawiamy.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
No oczywiście, że tak. Reputacja plus 3. O to chodziło. I i 3. poziom nam się udało wbić. Dobra, to jest z nim. O niczym nie mogę porozmawiać.
Be back soon, Captain.
Ej, 3. poziom. To aż połowę 3. poziomu. No to dużo nam dali. Opłaca się robić te zadania poboczne. No. Ale myślę, że to by było w tym odcinku na tyle. Trzymajcie się ciepło. Do zobaczenia. Cześć.